So in this tutorial, I'm going to use large language model to study Wikipedia article on countries and then extract their Independence Day and capital information using RAG, which is known as retrieval-augmented generation. So we are still going to use large language models, and uh, we are going to supplement the data using Wikipedia page. So this is not any additional information gain, since LLMs are trained on Wikipedia articles anyways. But there might be situations when the article got changed and LLMs might not be able to incorporate those changes, since the changes happened after LLMs are trained, and LLMs are not taking the latest information by themselves to answer our queries. So it's still a huge case. And second thing is that the similar approach can be applied for other sort of data loaders. I'm going to use LangChain which to create my chain for retrieving data, embedding, and then storing it in vector store, and then running finally on the queries on them before I mean after passing through large language models. So that's actually essentially what all the steps are. And I've kept it simple instead of a lot of verbal description, because most of the things are straightforward. And I have divided this whole task in several steps, and the elaboration I'll just do verbally. So yeah, let's begin. So in step 1, I'm going to load all the libraries that are required. So Wikipedia loader is to load Wikipedia data, and then after loading the data, we need to split the text, and the split text we are going to embed and store in a vector store. So these two libraries are imported for that purpose. And chat, okay, so I'm using llama to to download, or to you can say start loading the meta llama model. So I want to keep it actually offline, so that I don't have to use any sort of API keys or send my data back to the servers. And okay, so once this whole chain is completed, we are going to use a string parser. Hub I'm using to import the RAG prompt. I'm not creating my own prompt, though we can do that. Maybe in later tutorials we'll see how we can create our own prompt. Markdown is just to like display some markdown content returned from the model on Jupyter notebook screen itself. Okay, so there are some settings which I have done to avoid some unexpected errors while using LangChain. Now I'm going to define a country for which I'll try to get the country and Independence Day information. So in this case I have randomly taken Sudan. You can take it like any other country. It's a small function just to concatenate the documents which will be in page content from the loaders. Prompt, I'm using RAG prompt, and I'm taking it directly from this hub.pull. Maybe it's a good idea here to have a look on how the prompt looks like. So yeah, so you see this prompt is just like some additional things, and then if you look at the actual content, so our template. So the template is, you are an assistant for question answering task, use following task, and then you put some fillers like what is the question and context. Now context will set from the retrieved information. I will just put retriever, And question is the question which we are going to pass. Okay, so as I promised, our language model is llama 3.1. The temperature 0. We want precise information and don't want the model to be creative. And then we are going to define our embedding. Okay, so in this case again, I just kept the embedding sort of offline, so I'm not using OpenAI or something like that. So this one you can use directly from Hugging Face embeddings. Okay. Now we are going to load our document using Wikipedia loader. The query is our country name which we have passed. We are loading max 2 documents, though we can make it just once, trying to split the text and using chunk size of 1000 and overlap of 200. So these are the things which, if you want to optimize, maybe you can experiment with the values which you see here, but for now I have taken some sort of I mean, you can say some values which I just selected like that. Now I'm using vector store, which is Postgres vector store. So this vector store, actually advantage is that I can in fact use Postgres database and my familiar set of queries and all to inspect the embeddings that are stored. So yeah, just for that purpose I have used this. You can use some other vector stores like Chroma, and there are many. We'll look in coming tutorials, maybe we'll see some more. Now I'm going to define a retriever from the database vector store which I've created, and then finally we are going to create the chain. So our chain has a context which is retriever, and then we are going to format the document. So this is a function which we created, which takes the page content from retriever and then concatenates each document inside the page content. Then we are going to run it through runnable pass through. It's just like passing the question through the runnable you can say thread, which will handle this. And then we are going to use our prompt, which is the one that we got from the Hugging Face RAG prompt. Then it's LLM and string output parser. Okay, now it's a moment of truth, and we are going to see the output after passing the function. So we invoke it on the country which we already selected, and then we formulate our question this way: when the country got independence and what is its capital. So this is a simple question, and here if you look at the output, then there is a single line output based on that, and we're going to just display the output using markdown, and that's about it. If you want to experiment with this simple notebook, you can just change different values, and for countries, and you can just play around with anything which is here, because everything is customizable. So that's all. Thanks.